Tommy, I got the group pages.
All right.
I already know you trying to. I already got it.
All right.
You already did it?
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
killing me
what's
right
happening?
now.
Oh,
The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views and positions of any entities they represent. Even the people I got talking in the background while we start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? It's your boy Brian Forbes. It is 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, so y'all know what that means. Inside Steppin is in full effect. We are in the building, and it's about to go down. Why? Because we're going to talk today to Dem Texas Boyz. So y'all might as well get ready because we're going to discuss their upcoming event. And y'all know that's always a barn burner. We're going to get into that real heavy and talk about all of the wonderful things that are going to take place on that coming weekend. Before I go to that, let me give a shout out to my girl right here in San Antonio, Miss Sheila Ely. She had a fantastic birthday weekend. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Yours truly was on the ones and twos. We did our thing. Mr. Snoopy King came in from Chicago and did a fantastic workshop on Saturday morning. It was great. A lot of people got a lot of good information out of there. And y'all know here on Inside Steppin', we make it our business. I make it my business. I always say our, but I mean, I'm including everybody. What the hell? But point being, sometimes, I'm a one-man show beside the producer lady. But the point is that we try to make it our business to promote good things and good events and stuff that is going to benefit the community. One of the reasons, and I have to put this out there before I continue in that, one of the main reason, understand this, be very clear. The main reason that Inside Steppin' exists is because, unfortunately, around the steppers world, we have there has been and had been for a very long time, a lot of misinformation produced and provided to people across the country. Inside Steppin' was created to provide a contrast, to provide perspective, to give people an opportunity to make choices that are going to benefit them in their journey in the steppers world. A lot of opinions, a lot of ideas have come up and come across, but we keep it pure over here. And I'm going to continue to do that. And I'm going to continue to provide you with the accurate information, not my opinions, not my thoughts, not my revisionist histories. So y'all stay with us on that tip. Now, we also make it our business to promote events that benefit the community and that have hosts who make sure that they put on great events, that they care about you. Y'all understand something. There are people out here that do events. They don't give a damn about you. They care about you represent a dollar amount to them. One of the main reasons also tonight why we have the Texas Boyz on here, and we're going to be discussing Black and Bling in particular, is that these are reputable, in my mind, reputable hosts. There are people who have said things in the past. There are people who have, everybody has their problem somewhere. There's always going to be some type of complaint or something. But we have a lot of very unscrupulous individuals in this community, unfortunately. But our job here is to try and give you contrast and an opportunity to weed those people out from your journey so that it makes your time in the steppers world that much smoother. So with that said, Miss Sheila Ely had a fabulous party this weekend. It was her birthday. She showed up and showed out. Her people came in from St. Louis. We had people in from Dallas, Houston, and I don't know what's going on back there. I got stuff falling on. Yeah, we had people in from Dallas, Houston, Austin. From all over the state. We had people come in from Chicago, St. Louis, and we had a great, great time. Shout out to my man Snoopy King, Chicago's own, came in, did his workshop, did his thing, showed up, showed out. Left a lot of really good information here in San Antonio for the dancers of this city. Her sister, Sheila's sister, shout out to DJ Juice out of St. Louis. She came in, she did a thing in there. Played a little old school for us. I can't even think of everybody and everything that went on, but we had a really good time. Fantastic party. Sheila, shout out to you. Happy birthday. Now, with all of that said, and we speaking about events and things of that nature, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, let me bring in, and for those of you who don't know, and if you don't know, I'm not sure if it's something wrong or you've been living under a rock or whatever it is, but ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to those Texas boys, Dem Texas Boyz, Tommy and Devin Smith. Gentlemen, what's happening?
What's happening, Brian? How you doing, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. It's good to see you fellas, man. Like always, you know, y'all Texas family. Um, how's everything going, man? I know y'all are ramping up and getting ready for the big show, as you always do. How's that going?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh man, it's going great, Brian. I mean, it's going great, man, and we feel real good about this one, man.
Okay.
Every year we think it's going to be this one going to be bigger than last year, but
What?
you know, like I
Come
said,
on, dog.
I mean, people
I didn't
just
just hear you say
it's
that.
just a lot of yeah, man. You know, people they just show us a lot of love.
Hey, you know what?
So
I understand though, bro. You know, I've been telling people here lately, and this is not to cut you off, I want you to continue, but I also want you to continue with these thoughts in mind. And you tell me what your thoughts are. You know, these last few, I guess, weeks and months that have been passing, so much stuff has gone on in the community, and there's so many things that are happening that I myself have become somewhat disheartened. And I know I'm not the only one. And it's kind of like you do these things, like your event and the other things that we do around the community, and you start to sometimes feel like the levels of appreciation maybe, or just the work that you put in, you have to ask yourself sometimes, is it worth it? Now, is that just me, or how do y'all feel about that?
Oh, well, I mean, it's absolutely worth it. As promoters, you know, I think it comes from having the heart for this type of you know, this industry,
Mm-hmm.
and just being, you know, consumer friendly, customer service. That's why it was so easy for myself to partner up with Tommy, because um, he had his own place for quite some time, and I would patronize it, and I would just see the level of care and concern that he had for his guests. You know, come in and his drinks out. You know, it's BYOB, it's food there, you know, the facility is nice, it's clean,
Mm-hmm.
dance floor is nice, you know, music is always good, on point. The sound was always good. You know, we felt the women always felt safe. So when we got
Ooh,
together,
that's important.
it was kind of a no-brainer for me when he, you know, came to me about, you know, promoting. I had no I guess you could say desire from a promotional standpoint, but I didn't know what it entailed, because my actual background is customer service,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the field that I'm in. So it became a natural fit once I infused what I knew from a consumer standpoint, customer service standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
into, you know, throwing events. So, you know, it's critical, man. It's really, it's something that has to come from the heart, and it has to not feel like work, because Tommy will tell you, just like myself, it doesn't feel like work. Even though it takes a lot of work. Behind the scenes, people don't really know what goes into throwing events, especially annual events of this magnitude. It takes a lot of hard work, and you have to surround yourself with really good quality people, which I feel like we've done over the years. And you know, it's just that's just you know,
Yeah.
basically how we see it.
Well, y'all have a great team. One thing I can say for sure is that every time that I've ever attended a Black and Bling event, the y'all's people have always been on point. You know, and like I have discussed on many other occasions about other events. You know, a lot of people, I think, fail to understand that things happen. Fires start during these events. And when you are a great promoter, those fires get put out and nobody ever sees the smoke. And y'all are fantastic about that. And while I'm on that topic right quick, let me say this. And this is for me, one of the high points, one of my accolades for you guys, something I noticed very early on. When you guys run across situations, or where people might say, hey, I don't like this, or there's something going on that needs to be addressed, I always notice that you guys are very smooth about how you do that, and you're not afraid to make adjustments. And I've watched you guys make changes based on the request and what people asked for and what they wanted. And as promoters, I think the fact that you pay attention to that and take care of your people, that goes hard for me. That goes a long way. And my hat's off to you for that. Of course, I can't wear a hat. My hair's off to you. so yeah. What can we expect this year, man? Give us a rundown of what's happening.
Oh, B, man. We made one change. You know, normally on that last day, you know, well, we expect the birthday boy to have it, be having it. Devin gonna be celebrating his birthday at the Hawaiian party with Trey Nicole. Turning 50 plus, 50 something.
You say 50 something. He 50 something.
Yeah,
look. He 20 years old with 30 something years experience, right?
Yeah. There you go. Yes, one of the other changes we made, we normally on that Sunday we normally do a picnic, so we're gonna leave everything in house this year. You know, it was just on that last day. It was a lot of going into it. We, you know, Devin will go to sleep, but I may give me 30 minutes of sleep before we go to the park because we got to clear that building out. And I told Devin this year, man, you know, even though I love the picnic, he loved the picnic, man. We go keep everything in house so we can just leave everything in there until in the morning.
I don't know, Tommy. You kind of like the Energizer Bunny, man. I don't know, man. You all gas and no brakes, bro. I see how you get out.
But every year I'm aging though. But
I can't tell, man. I promise you, I can't tell. I swear. Look, when we was in doggone Louisiana, man, last month. Look here, I'm tired. Everybody tired. You still in the lobby playing music, dancing. I'm like, does this dude sleep? What, you a vampire, man? I'm like, shoot.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. You know, I was actually enjoying Louisiana, man, and that's actually a good event.
It was a great event. I had a fantastic time.
Yes.
All my people, y'all out here watching, put that Baton Rouge set on your calendar for next year. That Mardi it's a Fat Tuesday Mardi Gras type stepper set, and let me tell you, it was off the hinges. I had a great time.
It's actually a real great event. You know, you know, my little homie Louisiana Red, Patrice Robbins, man, that she got a good thing.
Yes, she certainly does. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. The highlight of that event for me was when they did the Zydeco thing, man. When they did the second line came in, man. They turned that spot out.
Oh yeah,
they
man.
Went to work,
I even had a ball when that was my first time ever seeing something like that. You know,
mine too. We were there about, I guess, a couple of days before Mardi Gras and there was a lot of festivities and stuff happening in the street and everything. But the way they did that, man, that was the first time I was that up close and personal with something like that. And I thought it was great.
Yeah. Me too, man. And,
I think it was the unexpected. I think that's what really
caught us off guard. Definitely caught me off guard.
Everybody. It caught everybody off guard. Because so when it happened, it was like everybody was like, "Whoa!"
Listen, I was actually walking. I was walking out of the hall, and as I was walking out, I think it was Patrice. She said, "Hold the door for me." Man, I held the door. Next thing I know, they come running up in there. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, "Whoa, what the man?" Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that was a great time.
So,
but back on 2024, Black and Bling, Brian. It's all I can say, man. It's gonna be a party times 10.
Okay.
And I'm always thinking, me and Devin are always thinking, how can we hype it up even more from last year to this year? It's almost like you fighting yourself trying to figure out ways to, you know,
make improvement.
Don't let it make improvement where it don't be the same, feel the same. And sometimes it get tough, you know, try to be in competition with yourself, try to outdo yourself. You know, this is what we did last year. What can we do this year?
Well,
you know?
Sometimes, and it's just my opinion, sometimes you don't need to fix something that ain't broke. And I'm saying that, I understand what you're saying though, but you got to also remember this too. and I'm just giving you my opinion at this point. You know what I'm saying? I always have to throw that in there because I got so many people who like to try and hold some of the things I say to, some other areas. I got to be careful. They say heavy is the head that wears the crown. You dig? I had to be careful what I let come out of my mouth. Because it's a whole lot of stuff I want to say. And y'all know me. If I say it on here, I'll say it outright. But it's one of those things to me where you guys, in my opinion, have the formula down. I was fortunate to have a conversation with Cheryl Sugarfoot today, and we were discussing the fact that we talked about Black and Bling, and we talked about the Heritage Ball. And the fact that you guys, as it stands today, are the largest events that go on in the country right now and have, of course, the most turnout. But you all also have been in the game long enough to where your formula, it works and the people like it. And when we compare that, and I don't mean to compare it in a negative way or any way actually, but I'm just using this as a benchmark, I guess. When we think about Steppin', which is no more, that formula worked in its format for a very long time. And I think that while we want to make improvements, sometimes if it's left the way that it is, it lives up to the legend that it becomes naturally and organically. And sometimes you kind of want to just keep that. You know what I mean? Right. Because that's what people are expecting. It's kind of like going home for Christmas. When you get to the house, you know what you're expecting. You know certain things going to be on deck when you walk through the door. And that's the way I think that events like yours should feel. When we get to Dallas, we supposed to know the lay of the land for those of us who have been there many times and know exactly what to expect each and every time. And I think as long as y'all stick to what has been working and well, I think you'll all be all right. Now there's my opinion.
Brian, let me say something real quick on that, just to kind of piggyback on that analysis. It was funny because a good friend of mine that's been in the game, we were talking, and he said, these events kind of go in cycles, if you will. And what he meant by that is that, hey, if you come out and you have a good concept and people take to it and it's really good and people excited about it, it's the new thing, and people go and the turnout, it gets bigger and better and whatnot. But then after a few years it may kind of tamp down, so to speak. And it was funny that because we were talking about it, and he said, yeah, just enjoy the ride, because you know how people are, they'll be on to the next thing. And I was talking to Tommy about it, and me and Tommy were talking, and I said, and I had went over the conversation that me and my friend had about it, and Tommy said to me, he said, well, does open bar ever get old?
Yeah, I know that's right. Nope. I can tell.
And I said,
nope.
No, I don't think people get tired of open bar.
Oh, excuse me.
They might get tired of spending their money, but they don't get tired of open bar.
They don't get tired of open bar. So when he said that, I was like, you know what? Doggone it, you right.
Yeah.
And so because you take the element of what's the next big thing, what's the next hot thing, right, and whatnot. But I do feel like, based on the feedback and what in our conversations, that we built Black and Bling for the long haul. And I believe that this is an event, and Tommy and I believe that this is an event that is built to last and endure.
Absolutely.
Over time. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Brian, and one of the other changes we made, we normally have 2 nights dressed to impress the white ball and
right,
of course the Black and Bling. We just made that Friday night casual white.
Oh, okay.
And casual white, that way
and that's actually not a bad thing. Because for several years I've been dressing up in white, and I've had, I think, 2 suits destroyed already from that event.
Yes.
With makeup and everything else. But I don't think that's a bad idea. But let me say this. How do you, it should be, although casual, what do you think about just kind of optional, just white, you know? And I say that because some of us still like to dress up. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I mean, the ones who want to dress up, that's okay. They still float their boat. We just giving people an option. If you still want to come in dressed to the nine, that's cool too. But I realize when people are just casual, it seems like they party just a little harder versus they suited and booted.
Got you.
They kind of,
that's probably true too. I don't know though, man. Y'all's event, man, shit seem like to me people be getting it in regardless, man. By the end of the night, man, it be jackets on the chairs and the ladies' shoes be off and they be in their white and doing it, man. Look, I'm just saying, somebody said people don't get tired of great hospitality and family vibe, and I agree 100%. That is the absolute truth. That was Janet Webster said that, and yes, that's a fact. But now let me add this though. And this is another portion of the conversation that Cheryl and I had today. And I'm telling y'all this because some people pay attention to these things, some people don't. It's my job to pay attention to this stuff. My feedback tells me that especially now, there was a time many moons ago when the only events that there were on a large scale that people traveled to go to, there were 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe. And there wasn't a lot of moving around on a national scale. Now, because we have so many 3-day weekend events and everybody is promoting nationally, I found that people are no longer locked in to going to particular events every single year. Like it was an automatic given that everybody was going to Steppin. Y'all's event came up. It became sort of an automatic, oh, well, I'm going to Black and Bling. That goes without saying. But I've noticed that now people are not as committed to, because there's so many events. A lot of people are doing this because from what I can tell, from what I've paid attention to and I've observed over the years, the average person is going to attend on a national scale. That means get on a plane and all of that. On a national scale, the average person is going to attend between 3 and 5 events a year. A lot of people do not necessarily have the disposable income to do all this traveling. The older generation of us steppers who are now either retired or on our way to retiring have that disposable income and that time to do that. Now, even then, because I travel so much, it gets old for me. So if I think about it and I say, well, I'm now, and what people are doing now, they're not putting a specific list of 5 and saying, well, I'm going to these 5 next year. They're waiting and they're saying, well, I went there last year, so this year I'm gonna go here, and so on. So in order to become more prominent the way you guys have, I think it is important that it be acknowledged that y'all are in that upper echelon where people have an automatic say, oh, we going to Black and Bling. Now that the Heritage Ball is back, we going to the Heritage Ball. The Heritage Ball is going to be super crowded next year. They had a fantastic set this year. I mean, it was off the chain. A lot of people avoided it because of the cost, but we're sorry after the fact. Next year, it's going to be standing room only. You guys' event has done nothing but improve over the last multiple years. You all have become a staple like the Heritage Ball, like Extravaganza was. So I'm saying that to say that whatever the appeal is for your event, keep that going, because it puts you in that upper echelon of events that people are going to automatically have on their calendar. And that gives you that market share almost automatically. Everybody can't do that. I know I talk too much. I'm sorry.
No, you're all right, man.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying, Brian. And this is what there's so many variables that come into play when you're talking about these annual events. Of course, cost is probably the number one driver. with folks going to out of town events, just airfare, because I don't know if you've checked airfare lately, but man,
Yeah, oh yeah, I have.
airfare
Trust me.
right now is off the chain.
Man,
It's
it's
crazy
getting
right
crazy.
now. It's
It's
crazy.
getting crazy.
And it ain't slowing
So,
down. They still everybody's still flying, and they paying the more money, paying the money.
right. But I will say this, even with airfare being crazy, hotels are, expensive. Just everything across the board is expensive. One thing I found out with people is that if you put out a product that they really feel like, I can't miss this party,
Yep.
they will find a way.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They will find a way.
Agreed.
Look at all the people that was in Atlanta.
Man.
Those people found a way.
Yeah, Atlanta was,
Ooh,
that was crazy.
it was off the chain. Shout out to GDI. I talked to Cheryl actually on the phone a little earlier today. We were chatting a little bit, and I was just giving them, giving her and their team their praise and their just due, because it was off the chain.
Look, I ran out of adjectives. I don't even know what else to say about it. It was bananas, man.
But in this day and time, your event has to stick with people that fiercely in their mind and in their heart, to where they're going to go out of their way. They're going to set money aside early on. They're going to do certain things that they have to do to say, I'm going to be there.
Yep.
Because in this day and age and time, like you said, there's so many options. There are a lot of events all over the country that are annual now. And you have to stick out. You have to have a product that people feel like they can't miss.
Absolutely.
If they can kind of take it or leave it, more than likely they're going to leave it. Now, that may not have been the case a few years back, pre-pandemic and whatnot, but now with the economy, everything is sky high.
Right.
People still value entertainment, but they're going to be real mindful of where they allocate those entertainment dollars.
Hey, look, Cheryl Head just said they slept 10 in a room. That's one way to save money.
10 in a room. God,
hey, I ain't gonna say what event it was. I was at an event and I saw some young ladies. I saw like 6 or 7 of them going into one room, and that's where they were standing. I was like, woo, that's rough. But hey, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? And somebody else I know literally said to me today, I'm about to start saving my money right now for the Heritage Ball for next year. And here's the thing. Every event takes on its own personality. As the years go by, it grows its own life. It becomes a thing of its own. And when that happens, it means, that is what the people are looking for. Again, it has that home feel. It has that, what it's supposed to have, because everybody wants something different, and everything ain't for everybody. There's going to be people like, oh, I don't go to that. I don't go to that. Okay, well, guess what? I bet you $5 will miss you. But it would be nice if you showed up. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, every event isn't for everybody. And, as promoters, we understand that. We realize that. But, again, we try to, put out the best product that we can year after year. We never get comfortable. We never get complacent. Even, no matter how successful the previous Black and Bling was, we're like, okay, what's now? Okay, we on to next year. What can we do?
You're only as good as your last set.
There you go.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
That's key. Absolutely. So it's just we just feel very happy, fortunate, blessed to be in this position. I still can't even believe we're in our 9th year. It doesn't seem like it's like whereas the time gone. Next year, 2025, we'll be celebrating our 10th year anniversary. So,
what you gonna do for the 10-year, man? What you gonna do? Y'all gonna pull out the stops?
That's we're gonna keep that under our hats. You're gonna have to just wait and see that 10th anniversary. But
ladies and gentlemen in my audience, I want you guys to give us tell us in the feed, type it in, let us know what your favorite part of Black and Bling is. Which night is your favorite? Which day set may be your favorite? Give us some information. Tell us what you think, you guys. Go ahead, Devin. I know you got something to say.
I love this. I love that question.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I love that question, and I think Tommy and I both love that question, is because we put so much effort into each event. We don't treat any event throughout the weekend any differently than the other.
And that's
event.
a fact. You guys definitely do not do that. We got one answer already. We got the cookout. Okay, you guys, you got the camouflage party, you got the white party, the black party, you got the Western night, and then you got the cookout. What's y'all's favorite part of the event? Somebody said the whole damn weekend. I like that answer.
Well, our whole agenda, Brian,
that Saturday night. Go ahead.
You know, if you notice, when you go to a set, it's something about day parties have a lot of energy. On most sets, them day parties, because you know people are relaxed, they comfortable, got like tennis shoes and shoes. So me and Devin whole concept is to give a party. I know people say I'm going to a Steppin event. We always like to say we want to give a party, just so having their choice of dance is Steppin.
Yeah.
But we want to have a party, festivity, just party. You know, and I mean, I love parties. You know, parties just everybody, the energy's in there, people having fun. You know, they doing whatever they want to do, and you know, just so have
that's a beautiful thing. Okay, so let's do a quick rundown. So Thursday night, now the Thursday night is not included in the price of admission, correct?
No, it's not.
Okay, and the Thursday night is the Western night, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, off the rip, y'all know on Thursday night it is a separate fee, and it is the Western night, and the Western night is amazingly crowded. Like literally, Black and Bling starts on that Thursday, and it is a lot of people already on deck.
Yeah. The Western night kickoff, that thing. I mean, it took off in a way that we never would have imagined. We actually had to go back to the drawing board and do some modifications for Thursday to accommodate the number of people that were coming in on Thursday. You know, Tommy can speak more on that in regards to the logistics and stuff, but I mean, we had to. I mean, because the demand was there. I mean, I think it was. I forget what year it was, Tommy, where it just like hit like a tsunami, like a maybe 2018, 17, 18, something like that.
I think that was the year we sold out. We was at capacity.
That was the year right before COVID. Y'all, that place was off the chain. I remember that year.
It was so many people bought their flight, bought their room, bought their outfit.
Yeah.
None of that don't get you in the party. A pass get you in the party.
Yeah.
So we had so many phone calls. People said, I done bought clothes. I done bought my flight. I can't get my flight. They already charged me for the room. Well, you ain't got your pass. So we had so many calls. So we went against what we should have stuck to our guns, but we didn't. We opened it back up, and it was just way overcrowded. That was that year. It was just you couldn't even move.
I remember. And, I was there. Yeah. A matter of fact, we was posted up right up close to the DJ booth. I think that was the coolest spot in the room Saturday night. On the Black night, we was over there. Yeah. And man, I'm talking about.
So while we're on this live, I want to tell the people out there. Your flight don't get you in the party. Your hotel don't get you in the party. Your outfit don't get you in the party. Your pass is the only thing that get you in the party. You got all that. We all sold out. We're not going to do that again this year.
I say break bread, Jack.
You need your pass.
That's right. Get it while it's hot. So we had the Thursday night, and then Friday night, of course, is the white night. So now the switch this year is casual white.
Yes.
Right. And right before we step into Friday, just want to on Thursday night, that is the night that we're going to one of the events that we're going to do free food courtesy of Dem Texas Boyz. So
and open bar.
And open bar on Thursday night. So it is free food and open bar. BYOB. The DJs will be DJ Myron and DJ Calvin.
Okay. Oh man, great combination. So for the price of admission, you literally are gonna be eating and drinking free. And getting your party on. That's a beautiful thing. Now I went straight to Friday night, but I forgot about Friday day. Are we doing the Hawaiian party again this year?
Absolutely. And I'm gonna speak on that because that specific event is when I am going to be celebrating my 52nd birthday. So
All right.
I'm making a public invite right now to everyone that's on the live. Come on out, help me celebrate another year of life. It's going to be at the Friday Day Hawaiian party. I won't be celebrating my birthday. DJ Trey Nicole is going to be on the ones and twos. Right. It's going to be off the chain.
Y'all always have a great DJ lineup, man. That is, you know, and I think a lot of promoters also don't really realize just how important that is to have the right DJs doing the thing, man. You know, that's probably one of the larger, and for those of you who are, you know, you promoters out there and you people that don't understand the backside and the logistics of this, them DJs is a large part of that budget. Don't play no games.
Oh yeah.
I got one thing I want to say, Brian, before I forget. For anybody who's going to be in town Wednesday.
Oh, man.
And if anybody coming in on Wednesday, because we know flights sometime is cheaper to come on Wednesday. You know, they may be cheaper for them to fly on Wednesday than some people may be, pay the extra cost in the room. But if you want to come in on Wednesday, we're gonna be partying on Wednesday at Club Bliss Lounge, which we're gonna start on the 20th, me and Devin, called Midweek Wednesday. So if people that want to come in on Wednesday looking for a place to go, Bliss Lounge, that's where we'll be.
Damn it, boy! Y'all got to cut y'all gonna be up to a week here pretty soon. y'all going for the Steppin flavor, Jack. One week, one solid week.
We're just trying to accommodate for the people.
Yeah.
Well, we're just trying to accommodate for the people, and that's on Wednesday, Bliss Lounge, Arlington, free cover charge. So
that's free cover charge.
Free, and I'm telling you, the food off the chain, drink specials. I mean, off the chain. It's a nice, it's an intimate spot. It kind of gives you a kind of what the feedback that we've gotten and received is they, especially some folks from Chicago, say it has a heroes feel to it.
Okay. We got RJ on the YouTube channel wants to know what is the starting date of Black and Bling event and where. Give RJ the information.
Excuse me. The starting date is May the 2nd. And that's a Thursday, May the 2nd on Thursday. And Black and Bling goes all the way until May the 5th, which is on Sunday. We're located in Irving. That is the host venue is the Los Lomas Irving Banquet Halls Event Center. That is the flagship venue. That's where everything is going to be. All the events, workshops, whatnot is going to be at the Irving Banquet Halls Event Center. So that's where everything is. We strategically picked this location for convenience, especially for our out-of-towners that are flying in to DFW International. You're talking about 5 to 7 minutes max away from DFW International. And from Dallas Love Field Airport, you're talking about maybe about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Right quick, you guys, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I want to discuss we're going to get back to Friday, but I also want to get into the hotel situation. So let's get ready for that. Right quick, let me pay some bills. Y'all hang tight with me, and we'll be right back.
All right. Cool.
Command Steppers Minnesota and Team USA Mortgage Brooklyn Park presents the 15th annual 15-year anniversary J Most Unique Edition Minnesota Steppers and Line Dancers All-Star Bash.
Our special feature for the weekend is the Y'all Can't Beat Us Steppers and Line Dancers contest. We got a $10,000 prize pot, so y'all come get this money. Contact me, I'm Alvina at 651-276-770.
All right, we are back. Man, I had to throw that in there. You know, Mr. J Most doing his thing, man, down there in Minnesota. Memorial Weekend. Man, it's going to be off the chain down there. So, right quick, I see Tommy done took off on us, y'all.
Oh, he back.
Oh, there
he ain't gonna be gone long.
Okay. So going back into Friday. So we got the Hawaiian set. And then of course, and I'm not gonna lie to you, as much as I love the elegance of both nights, the Friday and the Saturday, because on a Friday night, everybody dresses in white. And then of course, Saturday night, everybody is in black, dressed to the nines. And it is the most beautiful scene to me when I look at, because of the way that the banquet hall is designed and the way it's decorated with the white draped fabrics and the lighting and everything, man, it is always beautiful. And I love when I see it on my cameras, just the look of it all. It's so doggone serene, man. And I think that adds to the ambiance of the entire party, which I think is a great touch. And it gives it that personality that we know to be black and bling, you know. So on Friday night, we talking casual white, you guys. So for those of you who are watching, those of you who have been to the event before, the change is, and dress is optional, meaning you can be casual or you can be dressed on Friday night, but you must be in white. I don't want to talk about y'all that come in there with the blue dresses on and the fellas with the, you know, obstacle. Look, follow directions, people. Seriously, you know what I mean? Don't be so damn desperate for attention that you show up in the wrong color. I'm just saying, it's white. All right. Did I do a good job, y'all? Look.
Yeah, you did a good job. Appreciate that, Brian.
Thank you, sir.
I had to put that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward. Oh, I know where I want to go before we get to Saturday night and Sunday. Let's talk about the hotel. Host Hotel is sold out, fellas?
Yes.
Okay, I saw a post.
Suites.
Yes, it's sold out, and we've been getting quite a few phone calls for people looking for, for hotels. So I think in another day or two, David gonna come out with a list of hotels in the area.
Okay.
Where people can call, but they not gonna be contractual with us, but we gonna kind of.
Excuse me.
Oh, go ahead.
I ain't gonna have to come find y'all for my room this year, am I?
No, man.
I'm just saying.
No, man. No, you all right, bro.
You good.
We got you, man.
I'm teasing.
Real quick,
because last year Tommy said, "Oh shoot, wait a minute." Now, Facebook user says, just charge extra if they don't want to wear the colors. Charge them extra $5 or $10. There you go. That's how you do it. It's called a color tax.
Yeah, but
real quick though, to piggyback on what Tommy was saying, I actually have put a list out.
Okay.
I put it on. I didn't. We had Tommy and I didn't get a chance to talk prior to the interview, but I put a list out on our website. So if you go to www.texasboysent.com, and one of the options is host hotel, I have a list. It'll say the host hotel is sold out, but I'll have a list of recommended hotels that are nearby. Because the thing about it is, the unique thing about Black and Bling is that we're not housed in the host hotel,
right?
Okay, as far as the events are concerned,
right.
So we're in an event center, and we calculated carefully that once we decided we're going to be in an event center, how can we make it the most convenient as we possibly can for our guests? And there's a plethora of hotels that are in like a mile or two radius.
That's a fact.
Of the urban banquet,
and most of them are
center.
fairly nice too. They're not. I've stayed in at least 2 other hotels besides the host hotel in the area, and they're all within like 2 or 3 minutes of the banquet hall. So that's a great plus. Ted Massey says the Hilton Garden Inn is sold out for a soccer tournament. So
okay, and Ted, I've got a couple of more listed. I've got a couple of more hotels that are listed on the website that you can check into. And if for any reason those hotels are booked up, let me know, and I can give you some more options. But the key word is DFW South. DFW South is what you want to be looking for. You type that in, hotels, DFW South,
DFW
and then
South.
Google will give you probably about 15, 20 hotels.
And they just right there in a 2-3
They're just
miles
right
radius.
there,
Okay.
all surrounding the urban banquet halls. Most of them shuttle within a 2-3 mile radius. So at the end of the day, if you choose not to rent a car, it's okay. You don't have to necessarily rent a car.
Yeah.
If you just want to do events in the events only. Now, of course, if you want to get around and see the city, go to Dallas, do some other things, then yes, then a rental car would be recommended. But if you're just coming for Black and Bling alone, you can put yourself in a position, as long as you get a DFW South hotel, that you won't have to rent a car.
Okay.
So that's a misconception that people may say, well, the event's not in the hotel, so it's going to be inconvenient. I'm going to have to spend all this money on rental cars and this, that, and the other. That's a misconception, that you don't have to rent a car.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Those shuttles run pretty regular to the event center.
Yes,
you can get on one of the shuttles from the hotel. They will take you to the event center.
Yes, and the reason being is that they're airport hotels. So since they're airport hotels, their hours are longer. They stay they're because people are coming in, red eye flights, all kind of stuff. So they're accommodating to later hours, and we haven't had an issue at all. Most all of our guests that say, hey, yeah, I'm at the host hotel, and they shuttle us back and forth. Now, one of the reasons that we did go back to the Embassy Suites versus the Marriott was for that simple reason, that particular Marriott, they shuttle to the airport and back, but they wouldn't shuttle to the venue. So that was another reason, because at the end of the day, we're always trying to make it as convenient for our guests as possible. So that was one of the reasons why we switched back to the Embassy Hotel, so they can shuttle, because they're gonna shuttle within a 2-3 mile radius. You got the free made to order breakfast, the happy hour, it's free parking. It's a very accommodating hotel. They're all suites, so they're kind of like, each room is kind of like its own little mini apartment, if you will. So
okay. I had a question from a young lady here, Natasha, wanted to know, will Sunday's event be at the banquet hall this year in place of the picnic? I'm not.
Yes.
Okay, so the picnic will not be this year. No picnic.
No.
Okay, well, that answers that. We'll get back to that as we go through the rest of the days. Okay. So that covers basically the hotel situations. Now, when people are transferring between, and I just like to put this out there for the people that I know a lot of people, they travel a lot, and some people don't travel as much. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you this little small caveat. Earlier this year, I was at a hotel in a situation, and I know a lot of people come to these events, and this is one of those sort of public service announcement type things from our show, because we're always thinking about your safety and your care. If you go to an event and you're alone, or you have people that are not necessarily in your circle or with you on a regular basis, please make sure that you have someone checking on you and checking for you, a buddy system, so to speak. Make sure that someone knows where you are or has a good idea where you are or anything like that. I ran into a situation at an event, excuse me, guys, where a young lady had gotten become ill to the point where she could not even get out of her bed. And fortunately, there were people who were from where she was from that was checking for her. And in doing so, realized that something was wrong, and she was able to be taken by ambulance to the hospital. She has recovered well, and everything is fine with her now. However, let's keep in mind that we are not getting any younger. There are people who have all sorts of health issues and things of that nature. And at an event like this, that is this large, it's easy to get lost in the fray, if you will. So just make sure y'all keep that in mind as you travel and you go to these events. That's just a little PSA from Inside Steppin. Doesn't matter which event you go to, just look out for each other. Okay. So now, Saturday, you guys, you got workshops.
Yeah, actually Friday.
Oh,
we actually have a workshop on Friday with the lovely Miss Taylor.
Miss Taylor
She
Raymond.
has Miss Taylor Raymond, and she has a workshop from 11 to 12:30 on
Friday.
Friday, right before the Hawaiian day set. So shout out to Miss Taylor. Ladies, we got you covered this weekend. So starting on Friday, the ladies gonna be with Miss Taylor from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Again at the Irving Banquet House. Everything is going to be at the Irving Banquet Hall Event Center.
That'll work. Okay. And so on Saturday, who you have for workshops on Saturday?
Now on Saturday, we have Drew, the Phenom. He's gonna be doing a workshop from 9:30 to 11. Okay. So that's from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Drew Alexander is going to be doing a workshop at the Irving Banquet Hall Event Center. And then from 11 to 12:30, we got Dre Blackwell and the lovely Miss Tori.
Okay.
It's going to be joining him for a dynamic workshop from 11 to 12:30.
Okay.
So that's going to be off the chain. They actually put, I think Dre and Tori put out a plugger just recently with all the details on that. So that's why, on the itinerary we put to be announced, because the workshops are a la carte.
Okay.
They're not part of the weekend pass. And so, the instructors are the ones that set the price points and all of that. So if you need more information, you can reach out to the instructors individually. I know Dre and Tori are already posting on.
Okay, they have their information on their flyers and on their page then.
It's on their plugger, and I'm sure Taylor and Drew will be probably coming out with their stuff shortly. So be on the lookout for those workshops.
Quick question. We have a user asking, are there any tables left?
Yes, there are some tables left. They are, I'm gonna tell you this, just about all of the front row tables are almost gone. There may be about, actually we had a couple of tables that were purchased earlier today, which left us with maybe like about 3 front row tables left.
Okay.
So if you're still looking for
all right, y'all heard
table,
it. You better grab them tables now. Get them while they're hot.
Them.
You want to get your dance on.
Now let me say this: we have front row tables available. We also have second row tables that are available. If for some reason you missed out on the first row tables, we do have second row tables that are available for sale in the Amber Hall and the Diamond Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me say this as well. It is not mandatory that you purchase a table. We will have plenty of open seating throughout the banquet hall. So don't panic if for some reason you weren't able to secure a VIP table. But if you're looking to sit with your group, be right in the middle of the action, hey, yeah, I would definitely not wait, because they are really going quick. Like I said, maybe about 2 or 3 left. on the front row.
Okay, so let me also add, because there are people on this live who have never been to Black and Bling who have every intention of attending this year. This is still a 2-room event, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, few years back, pre-COVID, the event was so crowded. There were so many people, then many people who wanted to come but couldn't because the thing actually sold out. It became a time where Tommy and Devin decided to take over the entire space, which was a beautiful thing. And it ended up where you had an option between 2 to 3 different rooms with all different DJs. And I thought that was a dynamic addition because you might have a favorite DJ and they might be in that room, or you might have another DJ that you like and they're in that room, and you could go in one room and they'll be walking, and you could go in another room and I enjoyed it. I thought it was great, a great idea, and it has stuck. And again, like I said earlier, that is part of the personality of Black and Bling now. We know what to expect. So I'm just giving the audience a little bit of a heads up on what they can expect. Okay, so I
want to say something about that, Brian.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's a 2-room event, but of course, me and Devin, we come from swing out before we,
right,
learn how to step, but that's going to be a 3rd room.
Okay.
That's going to be a third room, which
room
is
with the swing out crowd, right?
With the swing out.
And y'all did that last year. And you know what? I heard, I'm sorry I did not get an opportunity to go back there, but I heard that they had a really good time back there in the swing out room.
Oh man, it was jumping.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Okay.
And I just want anybody that's curious about swing out and what dance we do here. Once you get in that front door, you can go in any room.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in any room and drink. It's gonna be bars in all the rooms.
It's going down all over the building.
It's going down. It's kind of like, it's kind of like shopping for dance.
So smorgasbord.
Yeah, a smorgasbord.
It's a smorgasbord.
What flavor you want?
Yeah, what flavor you want?
There you go. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing, especially, and I do like y'all know I stick to the Steppin genre because this is inside Steppin, and I try to remain somewhat of a purist because I've had people ask me about covering that, and I told them, I'm like, look, I wouldn't do that out of respect, mainly because I am not a person from the swing out community. I do not know the culture, and I don't know the people, and it would be disrespectful for me to even begin to think about trying to talk about something I don't know nothing about. Kind of like how people come into the Steppin world and disrespect what we do, not knowing what they're talking about, thinking they got it all figured out. So because of that, I respect it for what it is, and I think it is a great dance. And I'm a spectator. I sit back and be like, woo, that was hot. But you know what I'm saying? It ain't my thing, but it's hot. And I like the fact that you guys, out of respect for your own community, and the fact that Dallas is a swing out city, DFW swing. It is a swing out city, and the people have an opportunity to coexist with steppers at a respectful distance and in a respectful space. And everybody loves it. And you have people who actually go from the swing out room to the Steppin room, back to the swing out room, and they do both dances. I think that is a fantastic touch.
Yes. Yeah, I never ever tried to bring the two together under one roof because people would debate the music is different, but the end of the day, swing out got their staple music. Steppers got their steppers music, and like I say, man, they've been swinging out for years, and I respect both dances. That's why I would never try to bring them on the same dance floor.
See, I love that.
Since the banquet hall has 4 rooms, and swing out is my first love. They have their own space. They have their own DJs. They have their own banquet hall. Steppers got their own MC. Steppers got their own MC, which is the legendary Pete Frazier. We got our own DJs. They got their own music. And all rooms got their bartenders, which once you in, you can go in.
You can do it however you want to.
You curious about what that dance look like, whatever floats your boat, go ahead. Because once you in, just go shopping.
And yet again, another small nuance of the personality of Black and Bling. Great job, fellas.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, Saturday day party, the legendary Camouflage party,
Woo,
the
man.
legendary becoming a legend at the Camouflage party, my man DJ Michael Samsonite. Let me tell you something. When I tell y'all Samsonite rips that place up every single year, tear the roof off that joker every single year, that Camouflage party is like straight up boot camp. People come in there, get to sweating and going to work. They be in there getting it in, Jack. I love the Camouflage party. A lot of people said that was their favorite part of the event, too. We had a lot of those. So
I don't know what it is about that Camouflage set, but that thing right there, I mean, people just, for whatever reason, they just lose their mind at that Camouflage party. I don't know what it is. I'll definitely give DJ Samsonite King of the Day parties that we gave him that moniker, King of the Day parties, because when he has a flavor and an essence about him, and the style of music that he played, it's just perfect for that setting, that particular time of day, and the atmosphere, and it's just always bananas. I remember one year it was so crazy. I think the roof almost blew off that
man. Look, I thought
remember
it did come off. Hell,
yeah, man.
I remember Pete Frazier got did a roll call of the cities, and all the different cities was on the stage with the DJ, and it just got buck wild. It was just bananas. And so again, as I stated earlier when we first started, the events, Tommy and I have really made it our business to give each event its own personality, its own feel, its own theme. And we're not partial to any particular event. We don't treat the Thursday night any different than we do the Saturday night. We don't treat the Friday day party any differently than we do the Sunday set. It's just they're all on the same playing field, and we want everybody to have the greatest experience possible at each event. There's no down, time where we don't want anybody to feel like, you know what, I can skip this one. I'll just wait.
Yeah, you're gonna feel some kind of way if you skip anything at Black and Bling.
Yeah.
And let me tell y'all right now, I'm here to let you know up front, ladies and gentlemen, pace yourself, because I'm telling you now, by Saturday night, Sunday, your ass gonna be dragging like an old station wagon if you don't take it easy. I'm telling you now.
Let me just say this. Black and Bling is set up to where you're going to be having so much fun. By the end of the night, you're not even going to be thinking about an after party.
Yeah,
you're going to try to get in that bed.
Well, I don't know.
Get ready for the next day.
We made the mistake of hanging out last year. Me and Tony Adway and 4-5 other people. I think we kept most of the people at the hotel up all night. We had to bring it down a little bit. I think we got in trouble. Right quick, Miss Sandra Davis, listen to me. Look, she said, Brian, get lemon water. It helps clear the phlegm out of your throat. You can make... Listen, Sandra.
Oh, man.
Hold on. Sandra, I'm going to make Sandra my new nurse. Because every time, she's always on here monitoring me, making sure I'm okay. Sandra, I'm going to put you to work. Keep it up. Look, you're going to be part of my team over here.
Hey, Brian, let me answer a question.
Go ahead.
A young lady named Angela on here said, will shuttles only provide transportation from the host hotels? Will they provide transportation from the newly added hotels? That is on a case-by-case basis. What we advise you to do is contact that hotel about their shuttle hours and procedures. We don't want to, just put a broad statement out there and say, oh yeah, all the hotels are shuttle. Whatever time you want, we could take you anywhere you want to go, blah, 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 because each hotel is different.
I think that question is under the assumption that potentially that there was a shuttle service involved with the event, kind of like when you had Maurice Turner doing the shuttle back and forth. So
Right.
yeah, no, each shuttle service is a part of whatever hotel that you're in. So it's not
Yes.
affiliated with the event itself.
Correct.
Okay.
There's one thing I want to say, Brian. You know, we talk about all the elements of Black and Bling, but I just want to put this out here. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't know what makes Black and Bling go. Just like my good friend James Johnson, he's our sound guy. He's the guy that set up every room with equipment. You know, he's kind of the guy that's in the back. Actually, he's the guy that's running the swing out room that's in the back.
Okay.
You know,
I'm glad you brought that up.
And,
they don't get it. You know what? All the years we've been doing this, and that's never been acknowledged. And if you think about it, we talking about sound systems in 3 different rooms. That's a hell of a task.
Yeah. Yes. You know, we get caught up on on the DJs. Yeah. You know, me, Devin is, you know, we out in front, but there's a lot of stuff that's goes on behind the scene that they don't get their dues. And you know, and my good friend James Johnson, you know, I want to, you know, thank him for all he do for us behind the scene. You know, make sure all the rooms, you know, he gonna make sure we got the best of the best. Cause as a DJ, you only sound as good as your equipment allow you to sound. You got shitty equipment, you gonna sound shitty. Period. So, and that's how it is in the DJ world.
Absolutely.
And I committed, man. We got a real tight committee, man. That goes over beyond for us and our bartenders, man. And you know, all our bartenders are bartenders at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Go Cowboys! Hope we do something next year. But you know, that's a whole nother.
You gotta throw that in
that's
there.
a whole nother live. That's a whole nother live.
Yeah, definitely
You
shout
know,
out. Shout out to the Black and Bling staff because
absolutely
they've taken a lot. They over the years they've taken a lot off of our plate in regards to the event. I mean, it was a time where, I mean, Tommy and I were literally doing everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. Packing speakers, doing it. I mean, doing the whole 9. So shout out to our Black and Bling staff. We could not do this event without them. Period. So shout out to our Black and Bling staff.
Yeah, cause it's a lot of work goes on behind the scene, and like I say, man, my boy James, you know, we became close over the years. You know, we always knew each other, you know, seen each other in passing, but you know, we hooked up and realized, man, we just became. I mean, you know, he counts the backbone of the sound system at Black and Bling. He does a really good job for him. So if he's on the live, I want to tell him thank you for all that.
That's a beautiful.
Oh yeah. James Johnson, J3 Productions.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you know, DFW soiree gonna be going on in Emerald Hall, and it's going down. And another thing I want to add too, from a security standpoint, you know, we're going to have multiple Irving police going to be in the facility. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been to Black and Bling, it's going to be plenty of security. Also, we've also brought in additional security from Chicago, and Mr. James Albritton. You know, if y'all not familiar with James from Chicago,
you'll know him when you see him. You'll know him when you see him. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Big man, big personality, and he keeps order and things in check at that door. So shout out to James coming. He's going to be coming from Chicago. We've had James for the last few years.
He's like a big old statue at the front door, and you will not go past him without taking care of your business first. Please believe it.
Yep. So shout out to James. Shout out to the staff. You know, like I said, I was gonna shout out the names, but I'm not gonna do that because every time we start doing names,
and you miss somebody, you're gonna be in a fight.
Oh, you didn't say my name.
You're gonna get called out. Hey, like you gotta put that caveat out there. Charge it to my head.
Shout out
not
to
my
our
heart.
staff.
Yeah,
one name.
That's right.
Somebody's go. Oh man,
it happens every time. We get hey, they texting while we still on live. You forgot my.
You gotta charge it to my head and not to my heart, baby. Just that's
No.
Yeah, no, you get yourself in trouble with that.
We're not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
You didn't mention my name. Have a whole attitude with you too. I've seen that happen.
Brian, we done been there before, so we just say story.
Damn.
All right,
Love
so
y'all.
we got Saturday out the way. Saturday night, y'all. The big event, the main event.
Yeah.
What is there to say other than Black excellence? A beautiful room full of Black folks, and I'm not just Black folks. I'm just saying, but dressed, black tie, looking fabulous, getting a dance on, and enjoying each other's company. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
It really is, but real quick, I would be remiss if I didn't do this and mention them.
Do it.
We mentioned the DJs on Thursday night, which was DJ Myron and DJ Calvin, and we also mentioned DJ Trey Nicole on Friday afternoon. But also on the casual all white party, we've got DJ Smooth, we got DJ Vale,
collaboration
Tim
is real.
Jones,
I'm sorry,
Tim Jones is going to be in the building.
Hey, look, great addition, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tim Jones in the building. That's what's up.
And also Chicago's finest DJ Cross on the casual all white party. Of course, we already mentioned DJ Samsonite Saturday afternoon for the Camouflage party. And now for the Saturday night.
I didn't hear DJ Be Real on there. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
He's gonna throw this slide.
Who we got? Yeah, shameless plug. Who we got in there for Saturday?
Shameless plug. So on Saturday night, we've got in the Diamond Hall DJ Joel, Dallas's own DJ Joel, and then Chicago's DJ Calvin, and then in the Amber Hall, we have DJ Smooth and DJ Myron.
Oh man!
Now, just real quick,
great lineup.
I want to throw out there. We didn't mention on the Friday Hawaiian Day Party. That is from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. 30 at the door, free with your weekend pass. The casual all white party is 60 at the door, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Now on the casual all white party, real quick, we have open bar, BYOB, and food vendors will be available on Friday night.
Let me say something about the food vendors. I talked to Amanda, Devin. This year she's gonna do it different from last year. She gonna have food in every room, in every hall.
Okay.
So it ain't like she's gonna be stationed in one place.
Right, you ain't got to move around like that. Just go. Okay.
Yeah, she bringing a whole team in to where each room gonna be set up.
Yeah, she had a nice setup last year. That was real nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right quick, DJ Mr. Tim Jones. Hey man, skip you, man. That's old school Chicago talk. Skip you. He talking about why did I comb my hair? You ain't got none, Tim Jones.
Oh man.
I'm gonna comb your hair, Tim Jones. How about that? Joker. You know he should have been a comedian, right? You know he think he's funny as hell. Everything. He got mad jokes.
Yeah, so but on the casual all white parties from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., 60 at the door or free with your weekend pass. Saturday afternoon, the Camouflage Day party is from 1 to 5, 30 at the door, free with your weekend pass. And then Saturday night is from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., 60 at the door or free with your weekend pass. So I just want to make sure we get all that out there.
And the Sunday.
Oh yeah, we get to the Sunday. So Sunday is the farewell party. That's the other. Again, so everybody's aware. We've said it maybe 2 or 3 times, but we want to make sure we reinforce it like we did the white party. It's the white party being casual, all white. Sunday farewell party will be at the event center. We will not have an actual picnic. There are certain variables that came into play from a decision-making standpoint, from a strategic standpoint, why we decided to keep the Sunday farewell event at the banquet halls, at the event center. So that's going to be a Rep Your City or Jersey Day. Okay. That's the theme for the Sunday farewell party. And also on that day, we're going to be doing free food, courtesy of Dem Texas Boyz on Sunday, and open bar and BYOB. It's basically BYOB all weekend. So, if whatever we got going on at the bar, if it doesn't suit you, you definitely more than welcome to bring in your beverages into the event center and have your libation of choice. DJs are going to be DJ Vale and DJ Cross on Sunday, and that set is from 12 to 6, 30 at the door, or free with your weekend pass.
Now, if you don't mind me asking, now you don't have to answer this, but I know I'm not the only one that's curious about this. What prompted the switch from the picnic to the banquet hall?
Go ahead, Tommy.
Tired of fact, because the party's over with at 2. We have to be at the park at 8. It been times me and James, which is the sound guy, we probably won't leave that banquet hall till about 7 in the morning.
Okay.
Man. And we got to meet the dance floor people at 8. And I told Devin, this ain't been coming. It's not fun no more.
Right.
So,
and then
all the bartenders got to pack everything out of there.
Right.
So it became, even the bartenders didn't want to do that anymore because they staying up late. So we decided, you know what, let's pay some extra money, which it costing us more money to stay inside the event. Of course, the event center is way more than what a park would be.
Right. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. Logistically, I absolutely can dig what you're saying right now because, and not only that, it is in my mind a hell of a lot more convenient to remain at that banquet hall and within the area rather than have to go out the way we did into other areas in order to participate in the park, part of the event. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great.
I love the park.
It's a great thing, but y'all do a lot of work, man. So I'm it's one more of those things. We'll let it play out.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think it's gonna be any. There's not gonna be any like it's not as good. I don't think that's gonna happen. So
with the park, with the putting everything in the event center, there's a lot of people just rented a car just for Sunday so they can get over there. So now that's eliminated. Like Devin said, the way we got it now, unless you want to sightsee, you don't even need a car.
Right. And Natasha Williams said, no picnic means weather won't be an issue or a concern.
Oh, we don't have a lot of, no, don't get me twisted, Brian. We don't have a lot of close calls on that picnic.
You ain't got to tell me. I've been there. Look,
I know. It's been raining. All of a sudden, rain just stopped right at that moment.
Yeah, I know.
And we dripping with sweat. We so worried. We so tense about that thing. And we just been fortunate.
It's been time we didn't know if that picnic was gonna go through.
I remember one year, Tommy. I don't know if it was 20s, like it was early on, like maybe 2015 or 16, something like that. It was straight up storming. And we were like, Lord have mercy, what we gonna do? But you know what? I think that at that time you still had the studio, so we had the option. We could still we could conveniently flip to the studio if we need. We always had that buffer with your spot. Early in the early days. But see now, but that's not the case these days. It's a whole different situation.
And another thing with that picnic, what a lot of people don't know, we always had a backup plan with the storm, because if it got stormed, people didn't realize we couldn't do that picnic. It was going to cost us a lot of money, because we Texas boys, we ain't going to say, since there ain't no picnic, y'all don't get farewell. Mm-hmm. We always had the banquet hall as the backup. So, it's like we lose our money on that, but we was going to make it happen.
But that's what I mean when I said at the beginning of the show about, the fires that go on and the little fires that get put out along the way. Y'all make preparation for those type of things. And that, that just shows you what great promoters y'all are. There's the difference between what y'all do and what other people do. Now, and I'm saying that to say this, and because this is one of the things that we discuss a lot on this show, which is event cost and the practicality of what it costs for people to go to certain events and what you get for your money. And I believe in more bang for the buck. Lately, a lot of people, they'll complain about the prices for certain events. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you like this. All events are not created equal. Some of these events are worth every single dime and some. Some of these events, you want to go and hit somebody across the head and get your refund. And it don't even be done cost that much. That's how bad some of this shit is. And the fact is, everybody shouldn't be promoting. And I encourage those who intend to promote in the future, find someone who knows this game and does it well and ask questions. Learn from people who have the formula and don't run out here willy-nilly thinking, you know, I'm going to do this too, and give the people a bad event, because you're not only going to ruin your reputation, you're going to lose a lot of money. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, you know what? Let me piggyback on that. And another twist to that statement, Brian, is I'm gonna say this, and I actually posted this on Facebook on my page. You know, I agree wholeheartedly about what you're saying to the 10th degree. But I'm gonna say this: just because you've been doing something a long time doesn't necessarily mean that you're good at it.
Ooh,
or that you should be doing it.
That part right there.
Now that may, you know, strike a nerve, but it's the truth. I mean, so you got people that have
that are mentally ill. But go ahead.
And that and been like have a lot of longevity in the game and done a lot of great things. Like say for instance, like a Pete Frazier, Majestic Gents. You know, I talk to him regularly. He's kind of like a mentor type of figure to me. And, you know, I'll talk to him, and then Tommy and I'll talk, and we'll bounce stuff off of each other. And, you know, you take those nuggets of wisdom and you use them. But, you know, you still have to be careful of where those nuggets are coming from. But at the same time, you know, Tommy and I, let me just say this. Tommy and I have developed, like you said, you know, a formula of customer service, hospitality, goodwill. I think we're just natural people oriented type of folks, and it comes through with, you know, with people and who we talk to, and this, that, and the other. And I think that's definitely you know, that's critical. So. I'm just saying, you know, well, you just got to, you know, but the thing about it is it wasn't an exact science. So, I mean, we took, you know, Tommy will agree. We in early on in figuring things out, we took our lumps and we bumped our head many a time. Ain't that right, Tommy?
Oh yeah.
We bumped our head on many occasions.
Let me piggyback off of what you just said. Here's another nuance to what you're saying. And this is something that I think a lot of people don't realize. And I've mentioned this on this show a lot over the last probably 6 months. We are witnessing a changing of the guard, if you will, right now in the Steppers community in general, which also includes a lot of the ways things are being done. A lot of the attitudes are adjusting, shifting. A lot of the customary behaviors, conversations, statements, words that are being used are changing as well. Some for the good, some for the bad. But the fact is, if you're not a person that is paying attention and not ready or willing to make the adjustments, having had longevity, like you said, you're going to lose. You have to adjust with the times in this dance. I don't necessarily like a lot of things that I see these days around the Steppers community. It is fast becoming something that I no longer recognize. And I'm having to, because the bottom line for me is that I either have to adjust or step away. And I'm on the fence. But the fact of the matter is, for those who intend to remain a part of this community and continue to do work within it, you're going to have to pay very close attention to what the people are doing and what the people expect. And the bar is constantly being raised. The echelon that you need to reach in order to provide for this community is not what it used to be. And if you're not paying attention and you're not willing to do the work, please stay out of the way. Don't disrupt what other people, the good work that other people are doing. And a lot of people are well-intended, but unfortunately, our intentions can be great, but it does not necessarily mean that we are capable. So sometimes you need to recognize that and go sit down and let people who know what they're doing do it. If you're not a people person, if you're not, like you just said, Devin, if you're not a person who has a personality where you understand people enough to be able to coexist with them and be able to bring people along, understand, have empathy, and listen, this ain't for you. This just not. Find something else to do. You're a quiet person. Learn the culture. Learn how to DJ. Learn how to do something behind the scenes or something somewhere where, you know, if you just got to do something. If you ain't a people person, stay away from people, you know?
You know, and that's the thing, Brian, is that, you know, it's America, so everybody has the right to do what they want to do.
Absolutely.
And if you got, hey, anybody, if you got the money, you got the money to pony up for a building and DJs and
it's a free country.
It's a free country. You can do what you want to do, but at the same time,
just because you can don't mean you should.
Yeah, that part.
You know, I got people, man, listen. People like you guys, I'll even use this platform as an example. Sometimes people look at the stuff that we do and they say, oh, I can do that. That's easy. Okay. It's a free country. If you got the money, the energy, the time, do it. But don't get upset when it doesn't meet the criteria necessary to give the people what they want and need. Just know that you got more work to do. Be willing to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work, go sit down. I'm just saying.
Hey, Brian, let me jump in here real quick because this question has been, I think Poppy popped this question in here like 2 or 3
Poppy
times.
Poppy got 15,000 questions, man. She got.
She asked, what is the weekend price? The weekend price is $125. $125 that covers your Friday through Sunday, minus the workshops. The workshops are a la carte. That covers you Friday through Sunday. Thursday is a la carte as well. That's $30 at the door by itself.
Boom.
Hope that answers.
Okay.
Hope that answers the question.
All right. So
now,
go ahead.
What I will say real quick, just to throw that in, and Tommy kind of tapped on it a little earlier, but I'm gonna tap on it again because it's very important that people know. Again, your hotel reservation does not get you into the event. If you bought a VIP table, that does not automatically get you into the event. If you reserved a rental car, that does not get you into the event. If you bought a plane ticket, that does not get you into the event. What gets you into the event is the weekend pass.
125
period in
macaroonies.
Story. Because again, we are not going to put ourselves in a position like we did in 2018 where the event was oversold and we were sympathetic because people had, you know, like Tommy mentioned earlier, they bought plane tickets, they couldn't get their money back, they lost money on the hotel, they won't lose money on the hotel. I mean, we had 5 stories for days, and you know, because of our heart, we accommodated those folks. But in doing that, you know, we hurt everybody else wall to wall. Mm-hmm. You know, we were wall to wall. So we want everybody to have a pleasant.
Yeah, we inconvenience a lot of people doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
so we want everybody to have a pleasurable experience, a good experience. You know, not be shoulder to shoulder, packed out. We can't move, you can't breathe. You know, this, that, and the other. We want everybody to have a pleasurable experience. So if we do have a certain amount of tickets. We know what that number is,
mm-hmm.
and if we reach that number and we announce a sellout, we will not sell any more tickets under any circumstances. We apologize in advance. If you bought plane tickets, you bought this, that, and the other, you know, we want to apologize in advance because that would be a disservice.
I don't know that you owe anybody an apology. It would seem like to me, if you went through all of the changes to book the room, buy the plane ticket, you would have taken care of the first part of the business, which would be buy the event pass. And I mean,
well, you know, I say apology because that's just my heart.
Y'all are nice guys. That's one thing I like about y'all.
We just so consumer and customer service oriented that's just our nature.
Like I said, that's only if we holler sell out. But if we don't sell out, of course you can pay it.
Right.
But
yes,
it's just
you know,
it's just the risk, the chance you're taking.
now that we're all past COVID and everything, even though I caught the flu last month, you know, I'm still getting over here. That's why y'all hear me. Anyway, yeah, man, I was messed up for a minute. But you know, now that we've gotten past the whole, and I say past, but you know, the COVID thing is not as prevalent as it was during that time. The momentum is returning to the events, and particularly Black and Bling, and we look forward to the constant and continuous growth of this event and you all's further success, man. And y'all have done a fabulous job, fantastic participation. Y'all's contribution to the Steppers community is tremendous at this point, and for one, I want to thank y'all for mainly. More than anything else, I want to thank y'all for the level of respect that you've shown to this culture, this dance, and your ability to recognize what it is and provide a venue and an opportunity for us to coexist in a place outside of Chicago that feels like home. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Right.
Thank y'all.
Right.
Well, we appreciate that, Brian, wholeheartedly, man. And you know, we do this for love. We do this out of love, man. It comes directly from our hearts. We don't look for, you know, pass on the back or recognition or accolades or awards, this and the other. We do this event strictly for the people. And as long as we keep the focus on the people and the people alone, we feel like this, you know, Black and Bling will be around for a long time.
There you go.
So we appreciate that, man. Tommy will tell you, he told me himself when we first started Black and Bling, we wasn't looking, we didn't have designs on having any type of mega event or 1,000 people coming here and stuff like that. Actually, Tommy, when we first started, he wanted to cap it off. He wanted to have a certain number, hey, 300, whatever that number was, and that's it.
I know promoters that to this day that do that. There's a cap. They don't want no more than that number. But I appreciate the fact that y'all are open to the growth of it, because, you know, you set a bar, and it is very necessary to just continue the excellence that you guys exhibit each and every year. And I always look forward to it. And man, just keep doing the great work, man. Y'all are doing that. So,
hey, Brian, Devin had to talk to. It took Devin some weeks to convince me to open the door to make it bigger. I wasn't feeling it. I was like 300. That's it. Cause you know.
Hey, Tommy, tell the truth. Was you scared?
I wasn't scared. I was looking at it. You know, it's free liquor, free food. All this liquor.
You was like, that's gonna cost a lot of money.
He was looking at it as a businessman.
Hey. But you know what? That's the beauty in y'all's connection.
Idea. The size of Black and Bling came from Devin, because I was trying to keep it small.
But see, that's the beauty in y'all's connection, man. Y'all balance each other out. Look, I done watched you guys go back and forth about a few things, and I think that the way y'all do it, you make decisions. Y'all don't unilaterally do anything. Every time you and I, or the three of us, have ever had any conversations about anything dealing with y'all's event, it was always a joint venture. There's always that conversation being had. Man, do you know how many people could take a lesson from the way y'all operate? And not just in the Steppers world, but period. Just in a coexistence within a business partnership. Man, look, the way y'all get down is so important. Seriously. That's a beautiful thing, man.
You know
and the fact that he was able to convince you, he made it make sense for you. Y'all tried it, and boom, look at you now.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, man. And you know, I wish and pray that, you know, us as a culture, you know, we could get together and collaborate on more things from a business standpoint. But it just seems like a lot of time we just always so quick to fall out behind the smallest thing. You know, Tommy and I, of course, we don't agree on everything. You know, we battle it out on a lot of stuff. You know, he'll say something and I'll be like, you know, I don't agree with that. Or he'll say something and he'll say, man, homie, I don't know what you're talking about. That don't even sound right.
Well,
but at the same, but we respect each other enough, opinion, and as men, and that we're not yes men to each other, but we can still, come together and make a sound decision. Even if we can't come to agreement on it that day, we'll say, okay, man, let's sleep on it. Let's sleep on it for a day or so. And then 9 times out of 10, we're gonna come to a sound decision that makes sense overall.
Let me
as a culture, when we get into business venture together, we could do better in that aspect, because you see, us as a culture, people get together and boom, they ain't together no more. Oh, they fell out. Oh, they this. Oh, they that. And it's something, and it's things that could be easily, talked out or worked out. And
I'm so glad you're going down this rabbit hole right now, because I do have a few things that need to be said before we end this show tonight.
Okay, let me say something.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Let me say this little thing. And that's what makes the beauty of me and Devin relationship, because we each other men. If Devin got something to say, me and Devin don't go around holding stuff in our chest towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
He is our own man, I'm my own man. And we respect each other, how we feel. I respect how he feel. He respect how I feel. And I don't, we don't,
That's what grown men do.
I don't want nobody. I want him to speak his mind. I don't want to be around people say yes to everything I say. I don't want that. I don't want yes people around.
That's
me.
right.
I do not. I want somebody, that's what make me and Devin so good, because if something he don't agree with, he gonna stand his ground. If something I don't agree with, I'm gonna stand my ground. We gonna sleep on it, come back 2-3 days, and we're gonna work it out.
And that's what grown men do. That's what mature people do. But I'm gonna say this here. Unfortunately, and I don't put this on the Steppers community, only because the human condition is what it is. The Steppers community is a micro version of a macro world. We are nothing more than a small entity within a larger, where we bring those attitudes from out of the street, from wherever we're from, the ideas, the thoughts, the way we do things to this community. Unfortunately, we have far too many people with too much moral flexibility. They are not solid. They are unscrupulous. They do not understand integrity. They do not have a code. So unfortunately, we have to deal with the pitfalls, the things that happen that are caused by some of these people who, unlike you guys, when you just got through talking about the reasons why you do Black and Bling out of the love, I always say there are two kinds of individuals who operate in this community that are facilitators of things. Those who love this and would do it for free, to be honest with you. And those who are looking to make a buck or trying to become popular. The social climbers, the clout chasers, the name droppers. Unfortunately, because we have those, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to be real transparent right here for you and everybody in this audience. This community over the last couple of years doing this show has caused me to have to adjust the way I do things. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I'm still a street urchin from Chicago. And I have to abandon some of my behaviors. I have to abandon the way I deal with things, because what I don't want to do, and I'm doing this not just for me, but for the people of this community, because what I don't want to do is cause a situation where people say that there's something wrong with me, and I remove the trust, the honor, and integrity from what I do that allows people to get the information necessary from this show. I don't want my personal feelings and behaviors to offend what this show is supposed to do, and that is to help other people in their stepping journey. But there are people in this community who often make me revert back to some old thought processes. Now, and here's some things that I wrestle with this, bro. I promise you I do. God. I wrestle so much because this community is unfortunately quickly becoming something that I don't recognize. And I'm not accustomed to being disrespected this much. I really am not. And when I get disrespected the way I get disrespected sometimes, you know, I deal with that. And I'm not one of them, I'm going to talk. Listen, if you heard me say something, somebody said, well, so-and-so said this behind your back. All you got to do is come ask me, because y'all know I ain't scared. I will say it to your face if I said it. If I didn't, I'm going to tell you I didn't. And I'm not going to lie about it, because you're not going to do nothing to me. Now, see, there I go. I'm trying not, see, that's the path I don't want to go down. Now, you know, and so what this thing has taught me more than anything else is that when these people hate on me the way they do, and they say the things that they do about me, I finally realized it ain't even about me. It's the fact that they're mad
the lack of them,
because they see something in me that they don't have, or something. There's something wrong with them. That's their problem. It ain't my problem.
That's their problem. Yeah.
I had to realize that. Bro, you can't be me. Try as hard as you want to. Did you know that God made everybody to be who they are? Be the best you could be. Stop watching me. Stop paying attention to what I do and say when it ain't got nothing to do with this stepping thing. You understand me? Don't worry about me. And it's a shame to me, because what I realize is that these people hate themselves. That has don't do that to me. Don't put that on me. I'm gonna still sleep well at night. And I'm now finding it actually comical that, you know, and I know y'all deal with a lot of that stuff. I know y'all do. I admire how y'all handle it, because y'all always got a smile on your face, and you always, you know, hey, it is what it is. Listen,
hey, Brian,
I'm getting better.
Brian, let me say this, man. My big bro, let me tell you something. There have been many times where he had to reel me in. Many occasions where I wanted to say XYZ. I wanted to make this phone call. I wanted to make this post. And he had to, and thank God for my big brother.
Hey.
Because he reels me in every time.
I got one. I got actually.
And the thing about it is that, you know, when you have a certain type of infrastructure in the way you do things, you know, that and you know what you stand for, you're just not going to you're not going to be willing to easily compromise that, you know, and I'll drill it down even further. You know, over the years, you know, we've had people that wanted to collaborate with us, and they wanted to, you know, go in business with us or be solid investors, partners with us. And you know, do these different ventures and parties and stuff. And we always turn them down. And the reason being is because we're set on our values, our infrastructure, and what we believe in.
And it works.
And when you start letting people within that infrastructure, a lot of times that can get it can get sideways, it can get tainted, it can get out of whack, it can get crazy. And Tommy tell me all the time, you know, he's like, man, I'm you know, if we do XYZ, I'm gonna mess around and be in the penitentiary.
Man,
I ain't trying to risk my freedom for nobody.
I tell Devin all the time, I ain't gonna work with nobody because I'm too old to go to prison.
Man, what you said? Look, and trust me, hey, Tommy,
I'm too old to go to prison, so I'd rather just deal with Devin. I don't want no third part. I'm too old to go to prison.
Hey, Tommy, I got a Tommy or two in my life who have literally talked me down off some things, man. I promise you, bro. And listen, people like you are so valuable, Tommy. I swear, y'all don't understand your true value, because I'm telling you, let me just say this here, and I'm gonna go and give my man a shout out. My man Josiah Burt. Listen, when I tell you that's a man of God with literal patience, his patience is unmatched. And there are times, man, where I get in my head. And that man called me up. He'd be like, hey, look at here, man. You need, you know, let's talk about it. Because he knows where my head is. And the reason he knows where our head is, because we cut from the same cloth. We come from the same place. We even went to the same high school. Bro, he already know what I'm thinking. I'm still a work in progress. You understand me? So it's like, I'm fortunate. I got to give another shout out to my man Nike. You know, there have been times where Nike, as crazy as he is sometimes, he'll call me and, you know, chop it up with me. And I have a solid group. The collaboration itself, myself, Daryl Smooth Greenwood, one of y'all DJs, my man William Owens, and me. You know, we have a solid connection as grown men and can talk. If we got a problem with each other, we can discuss it. You understand me? And whatever come from it, that's what it is. It is so many immature, emotional men. Let me take the word men out of there. Emotional males who don't know how to govern themselves and got so much female energy in this community and don't know how to behave themselves mentally that it makes you, you know, it's like, are you that bold or are you that stupid? I don't know which one. But, you know, like I said, I'm a work in progress, bro. I'm getting better. And it's only because like I said, I realize that the problems that people have with me, it ain't even about me, really.
No, it's not about you.
Because if you ask them same people what I did to them, none of them can ever tell you. They can never give you, well, he did this to me. You can't. So what they mad about, this is what I figured out. They're mad because of my transparency and because I tell the truth and because I snatch the covers off they BS. That makes people uncomfortable. Oh, well, It is what it is.
You know what? And the thing about it is, man, you know, it takes a lot. You have to have a real solid foundation. And like you said, brothers that you can trust. Like I said, it's always, as long as it's Black and Bling, it's gonna be me and Tommy. That's it. Point blank in the story.
There you
go.
Go.
Talked about it. It's not up for
there
debate.
You go.
It's not up for conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Or matter of fact, anything that we do, even on a local side, it's me, Tommy. That's it. You know, now there's been some times where we've tried to dip our toe into the collaboration waters, a couple of times, and we realized that just wasn't a good fit for us.
No. It never took off. The party never happened.
Too many personalities, bro. Too many personalities.
And that's okay. Now, the other, there might be the folks that it didn't work out with. They may feel some kind of way, but us, we were just like, hey, okay, it just didn't work out, and it's okay to disagree and move on. Mm-hmm. But then you have people that'll just, they'll hold grudges and feel some kind of way. And Tommy told me early on, he said, man, if we have any success with what we're doing, be prepared for people to start going sideways with you. People that you thought you were cool with,
man,
they looking at you sideways,
and a break bad on you so fast. 1 minute y'all cool, next minute they went left, and you can't even figure out why.
They went left,
man.
And Brian, he didn't believe when I told him.
But you know what, Tommy? You so right, bro. Let me tell you something. I have had so many people break bad on me in the last 2 years. It is insane. But I'm glad they gone, because I don't need people like that around me. I'm too unstable for that. You understand? You can't do stuff to me and it go unchecked. It is now, because I'm learning that it ain't necessary. But I'm just saying, I'm a work in progress, bro. But I'm glad that these people chose to go ahead and finally let it out. Go ahead and finally, you can't take no more being around me because you hate yourself so much. Thank you. You've done us both a huge favor. Take your attitude and go on over there with it. I'm cool. I'm good. Because we're not going to stop. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on pulling the covers off. We're going to keep on telling the truth. And at the end of the day, you know what they say? The truth does what? It hurts. You going to stay in pain fooling with me. So there you go.
Yeah, and it's just all about, like I said, Tommy and I have many conversations about this. And I would ask him questions all the time, like, why is so-and-so flipped out? Why is so-and-so tripping? Or why is so-and-so trying to undermine what we're doing or bad mouthing us, or we haven't done anything. And you know what Tommy told me? He said, "Bro, little bro, you don't have to do anything, but you don't have to do anything for people just to." And that's unfortunate, especially I feel like that, especially in our culture.
Yep.
We're
what I told him, Brian, I said you don't have to do anything, nobody. Just be good at what you're doing.
That's it right there.
Just be good at what you do.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, baby. Real talk. And but here's the even more beautiful part.
If you're good at what you do, that's gonna come with.
Here go the more even beautiful part about that though. Them people always wash out. They always trip themselves up. And the crazy part is what cracks me up even more is when the ones that hate you so much that they really can't stand each other, but they all get together to go against you, and they all end up killing each other in the process. I love it. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Me and Tommy talk about that all the time. He said, "Man, there's people having town hall meetings about me."
Exactly.
They don't even like each other, but they come together for a common cause.
The old proverb, right?
Town hall meetings about me and Tommy. Town hall meetings, group chat.
Look, you know the proverb, right? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So see, they all get together and befriend each other so that the snake pit can get even full of more vipers and they can all bite each other and die from their poison. It's gonna happen. That's what they do. Yeah. Fellas, look, man, it's time to get off here, man. We've been on this joke for 2 hours.
Right, man. Hey, Brad, I want to say something. Anybody in town that's going to be on Friday? On Friday, we do an after-work happy hour from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Blitz with them Texas Boyz. It just so happen you in Dallas on Friday and you here early. We do a set every Friday. We call it after-work happy hour from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. It be blazing up in there on Friday.
That's
it's
what's
off
up.
the chain.
Y'all know what? I'm gonna get up there, man. Me and the producer lady been talking. We always talk about it, but I swear every time we get to thinking about it, we're like, dang, that's 4-hour drive. Ooh. We be thinking about it. We gonna get up there one of these weekends, man. I promise you.
All right, dear.
We'll be here, man. You good? We'll be here.
I know y'all ain't going nowhere. Look, no matter what day I show up, y'all gonna have a party, so it's all good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn it, I was getting ready to tell y'all something else. Well, anyway, look, fellas. Oh, and by the way, Black and Bling, Inside Steppin will be in the house at Black and Bling, broadcasting live, doing what we do, and showing for those of you who are not going to make it, which I don't know why you won't, but for those of you who are not going to make it, we will be broadcasting live. Make sure you got your YouTube app on your television so you can kick back with your beverage, libation of choice, your snacks, and pet your dog, rub your cat. Well, that didn't sound right, and chill out and watch the show. That's what we gonna do. We gonna be live inside the building, making it do what it do, y'all, and we gonna show it to you, live and in living color in full spectrum. That's how we do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gentlemen, you got anything you want to leave us with before we cut out?
Well, we just want to, I want to say it. I'm gonna let Tommy put his 2 cents in, but we just want to let everybody know that we appreciate the love and the support over the years. And it is getting ready to go down. The 9th annual All Black and Bling Steppers Ball weekend, May 2nd through the 5th in Dallas, Texas, hosted by Texas Boyz Entertainment, LLC. It is going to be bananas, y'all. All roads lead to Dallas. It is the major and elegant event of Dallas, and it is an event you do not want to miss, period.
Tommy?
That's what that is. Well, he done said it all, but like I say, I'm just making short and sweet. Just over the years, I want to let everybody know out there we appreciate the love y'all been giving us over the years. It doesn't go unnoticed, and the love y'all give us, hope we can reciprocate that back. And hey, y'all come to the event and hope you enjoy every minute of it.
Boom. All right,
gentlemen. Still tickets available. Still tickets available. www.texasboysent.com. Get them while you still can. They are going fast. We only have a lot of the number of tickets to sell, and then at that point, we will announce the sellout. If you've been to Black and Blings in the past, we have announced the sellout before, so there's a possibility that we can do it again. So please do not delay in getting your weekend pass. And again, all roads lead to Dallas, y'all. Let's go to work. May 2nd through the 5th,
all right,
2024, y'all.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate y'all coming on the show, man. As always, we've had a fantastic time. Hell, 2 hours worth. So you know we did the damn thing. Never a dull moment, as they say. So looking forward to, man, talking to y'all again soon, and we'll be ready to get our thing on, man, and be in the building, man. And we're gonna do what we're gonna do it one more time. All right.
All right, B.
Y'all have a good night, man. Peace out.
All right.
All right, peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Dem Texas Boyz. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how it go. If you have never been to Black and Bling, this is an opportune time to check it out. I can guarantee you will have a fantastic time. The vibe is off the chain. The DJs, man, do the damn thing. And there's not much else you can ask for. There's an open bar all weekend long, which is, of course, one of the major attractions. You know, the food and just the fellowship. This is one of those events where you have an opportunity to really fellowship and kind of kick it with people and just have a really, really good time. I have met some fantastic individuals at this event, this particular event. It's funny, like you go to different events and you meet people, but for whatever reason, Black and Bling has afforded me some really good friendships, some people that I actually really like and have spent time around. So that is, to me, one of the more important aspects of any Steppin event. And like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, never measure an event by the quantity of the people in attendance, but by the quality of the memories that you create with the people who are present. And I always got to put that out there because I need y'all to understand that this dance is more than just the dance itself. This is a culture. This is a whole vibe, in the words of Sharnice Simmons. So with all of that said, and y'all put up with my little rant tonight, I want to tell everybody that I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and y'all get ready for Black and Bling. Get ready for Angie Fain, you guys. We will be in Phoenix, Arizona, April 19th through the 22nd. Get ready for that. That is one of my favorite events. We will be, Inside Steppin will be in the building, and we will be broadcasting live throughout the entire weekend. But most of all, yours truly will be hosting the pool party and doing what I do. And that within itself is a whole lot of fun. That pool party be off the chain, y'all. And I'm not just saying that because I host it and I'm the DJ. I'm just saying it's a live part of the event. The whole event is good, but the pool party be a lot of fun, y'all. I'm just saying. So get ready, because we're going to do that, and we're going to have a fantastic time doing it. All right. I'm going to let you guys go because I've been on here for 2 hours, which is unusual for us because we normally don't go this long. But we had a lot to talk about. We had a really good time, and I enjoyed talking to them Texas boys. I love when I get an opportunity as a man to talk to grown men, mature men who actually get it, and not these emotional individuals who walk around calling themselves men with other people's names in their mouth. Everybody have yourself a fantastic weekend. Enjoy yourself. Oh, and for my people who have been waiting for the Black Factor, the Black Factor is about to return. However, I have had to make some logistic adjustments because we have decided, I always say we, I'm talking about me. I don't like talking about myself in third party. Anyway, I have decided that I have decided with coercion and collaboration with a few other people, we are changing the name of that show. It will no longer be The Black Factor. The Black Factor came about, for those of you who don't know, because of a book I wrote several years ago called The Black Factor. And we spun the book into this show. So, moving forward, we will be renaming the show, so stay tuned for that. But we will be bringing you the same dynamic content, the same historical facts and information that will benefit you in today's world. So I'm just throwing that out there for the people who have been asking me about it. And when it's coming back, it will be back soon. I promise. I'm ready, y'all. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a wonderful evening. I love you. Nothing you can do about it. And peace out. I'm going to eat some dinner. I hope the producer lady got me straight, y'all. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.